books in the 12,000 to 20,000 word range. So I'm really a big believer in how-to books and delivering information. Now, there are some definite advantages to how-to books. First, you don't have to have or research any specific knowledge to write a how-to book. It's as simple as finding one or more experts in that field and interviewing them. A friend of mine, Mike Littman, did just that and created a best-selling book called Conversations with Millionaires. Mike was broke at the time he did the interviews with people like Wally Amos, founder of Famous Amos Cookies, Jim McCann, founder of 1-800-Flowers, Mark Victor Hansen, co-creator of the Chicken Soup book series, and many others. He turned the transcripts of those interviews into a book, and that was the beginning of a 7-figure business for him. You could also take a reporter's approach to writing how-to books. Reporters aren't normally experts in the fields they're writing on, but they gather and organize the information and knowledge and present it in a way that enables the reader to understand that information. By the way, it's not a wise idea to present yourself as an expert if you're not. If you're not wealthy, don't write how to become wealthy books pretending you know the secrets. But it's okay to report how others became wealthy. The classic book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, was written in 1937. The basis of that book is interviews Napoleon Hill did with 500 of America's wealthiest people at the time. When he started, he was just a poor reporter. That was his training and his background. But he was able to get the interviews with these people, and out of that came several of his big works, the biggest by far being Think and Grow Rich. So it's not necessary that you be an expert in your area of interest. How-to readers are looking for specific information in a reasonably easy-to-read format. Your work doesn't need to be the next Pulitzer Prize winner. However, you do want to present it with fairly good grammar and English. That's what good editors are for. It's not critical that it be the compelling type of literature people are going to talk about at the country club or beauty salon. Since readers are looking more for information than entertainment, it's okay, and even preferred, to deliver the information in the most concise and direct manner. That's why you can turn out one with as few as 12,000 words, and I've even seen some good ones in the 7,500 word range. People often ask me the question, Vic, how long should it be? And I answer, it should be just long enough to deliver all the information. Bear in mind that if you've got a very short book, it had better contain some really good content. I've paid as much as $97 for a book that only had 16 pages, but they were 16 very powerful pages, containing incredible information and a lot of takeaways. I also paid a couple of bucks for books that had 200 and 300 pages, but I couldn't find one thing I could say added value to my life. You're not selling potatoes or corn or something like that by the pound, and you're not selling your book by the number of words. But it will help the reader's perception to know your work has enough substance that they're going to be getting their money's worth. Many information books contain just 12,000 to 20,000 words and deliver the content people are looking for. If they walk away feeling they've received a significant amount of added value to their life, then you've succeeded and you're going to have a popular book. Most how-to books have a long shelf life. I talk elsewhere about evergreen books, and how-to books definitely fit that description. Me personally, I'm all about doing the work once and earn money from it over a long period of time, and how-to books help me accomplish that. Why a weekend works well to write a book. First of all, it's easier to focus on a weekend and you can work uninterrupted. Once you're in the zone, you don't have to stop. If you're working during the week, you may only have an hour or so available, but a weekend gives you a much longer time to get into the flow or in the zone, and you can be very productive. You know the feeling I'm talking about. When your production is at an incredibly high level and things appear to be coming out of you with little or no effort, is the zone you want to achieve when you're writing your book. And I find it's easier to do that on a weekend. A weekend has its own natural deadline. In most parts of the world, a weekend ends on Sunday night, so you'll know when it's over. You'll know what you're working against.